starfish. It's a glow up starfish, which is also an Easter egg. Are these guys friends? Yeah. Where am I bringing these guys to? I'm bringing these guys to Celestial Mining Management Accounting Software for mining because we're talking about the third friend that I'm bringing to May 4 to May 8, Orlando. Why am I bringing three fluffies to Hilton Hotel? Why? Because what I'm going to be presenting is going to be incredibly technical, which is accounting software for mining companies. Does that make you want to click? Oh, heck yeah, I'm in for that. Do you want to listen to an engineer who's three laws of thermodynamics trained talking to you about the minutia topic tree of return on investment, mining, depreciation schedules, and 15 other components within audit in a 160 plus page slide deck? No. But if I'm asking you, the mining executive, the question, hey, do you know you're different? Do you know the difference between your butthole and a starfish? Then they're going to be like, oh my God, are you a stand up comedian? Because that's hilarious. And I don't think I do know the difference. Everything is so topsy turvy. That's why artificial intelligence is the focus of this time together. Why? We can explore the future by reading what we put into AI. And if we added a letter and made it slay, that would be LCMMAF SM. Celestial Mining Management Accounting Software for mining. If we add a letter, which is LCMMASFM, that would be similar to us adding a letter to I almost don't want to say it because it's next level. So let me be adding one letter to AI, which is Asian intelligence. What's the hard part about playing around with AI? And what if we haven't benefited from pushing out one commercially viable thing using artificial intelligence, right? What if we have only moderately played with it, where we've toyed with it, we haven't paid for anything, we haven't gotten anything? We just realize that there's a lot of hype cycle around artificial intelligence. Why don't we playfully find one of our most retarded friends? So picture that person in your brain. And we're going to take that person and we're going to double that person. Are we doing a turnaround using artificial intelligence? Oh, yeah. We all have that friend who's got business ideas that are immersed in what's going to be in the future, but right now they're maybe having a hard time. Anyway, let's picture this one person, preferably not your smartest friend or your smartest friend. It doesn't matter. But picture one friend. Picture that one friend. Are you guys hydrating? I brought friends with me today. I brought friends with me today. When I let you know why I have a starfish, it's cute, right? Doesn't have a name. If you guys want to help me come up with a name, that'd be great. Picture that friend. In fact, write that friend's name down on a piece of paper because we're about to do a magic trick using AI. Also, doing a magic trick. So, with a pen, write down your friend's name. It's about to become awesome. So, what we're doing with this friend is this. We are going to use artificial intelligence to not change the world or even make us money, because both those things, if you would have if you were to do them in the future, you'd have done that already. So you haven't done that already, and that's okay. But this is why we're going to do this magic trick, which is this. We're going to use me as your AI, because when you're typing it into Claude or OpenAI or DeepSeek or Grok AI, you're not doing something commercially viable with it because it's artificial intelligence. And artificial intelligence, maybe the word artificial makes you think, oh, this shit's fake. But what's not fake? Larry Chiang holding a starfish. This isn't fake. So what if we got this stuffed animal to do something that's with your friend? What am I now going to say? Because if you had AI, you would know where this joke and really cool thing that we're going to do is going to head towards. Let me give it to you via spoon. Your friend wants to go to some cool new thing that's in her Instagram. They want to go to that and they don't have the money for it, or they do have the money for it, they just are hesitant in spending it. And so together we're going to use Asian intelligence via a starfish to get return on investment. Is this also celestial mining and management accounting software for mining? It is. Return on investment in analyzing whether or not you should spend any money. Am I ever going to ask you to spend money? No. That's why we got to find one of your friends that's a big dummy, and we're going to take a starfish, not this one, because this one's mine. We're going to take that starfish and then turn it into something that's specific, because we're going to add a letter to AI. We're going to add the letter Asian. So it's Asian American intelligence. We're not going to do artificial intelligence because either that intimidated you or you were slow to it. And heck, this is day number 99 of the 99 Days of Christmas. So this is a last chance burst of Christmas joy from here to there. It works like this. Your friend wants to go to a work conference or music festival or New York Fashion Week or the Super Bowl. Whatever those high ticket bucket list items are. Have you ever thought about using artificial intelligence to make that journey with that person? You haven't. What forced you to ask this magical question? AAI, Asian American Intelligence, which is this here, locating a stuffed animal. Now, this stuffed animal, I don't want you to go buy one off of Amazon for $20 in a light up starfish. I mean, you can, but I would just locate one that exists. This is one that exists. It's like a dog chew toy almost. So what you're going to do with this magical stuffed animal is realize South Park's joke, which is put a chicken in it and make it gay. Where that's the state of Hollywood, but what we're going to do is we're going to slap a stuffed animal onto a technical presentation and make page 127 of Jeffrey Moore Crossing the Chasm actually work. Do you see how this is AI talking to you as if I'm talking to Sam Altman, the founder of ChatGPT OpenAI, as I talk to him via an avalanche of AAI on September 14, 2015. And so we are going to bullet point positive things where we can front run using Asian American intelligence. Now, is this like my grandma thinking that everybody's who she likes is kind of Asian? Yes. Do you guys who are Mexican or Brazilian or Portuguese or Spanish, you know how your grandma likes somebody and then your grandma goes, "Hey, are you half Chinese? Are you half Brazilian?" That's what this is, which is AAI, Asian American Intelligence, where you can co-opt our strategies to become AI compliant. Protocol number 1, PQRST, preview, question, read, summarize, test. So the AI of Bitcoin for corporations maybe is over your head, but maybe you live in the Orlando area. And if you go to school in Orlando, we should connect, as you can be my one friend who's retarded. And then together, we'll do something legendary using one stuffed animal and a pen and paper. Let's go. PQRST. So we want to go to a work conference that's near where we live. And then we want to AI the shit out of their conference. Why? Because we've never used AI to make money yet. Yet it's a cheat code for winning at business. How many guys are currently paying for a paid version of AI? Actually, not that many. Who wants to spend $200 and then not know how much they're going to make per month, right? So I'm recommending that you spend $0 where I'm your AI. Get it? Because I'm Asian American, so I'm AAI. And then together, we can let me AI up that for you by finding one friend of yours who wants to go to a music festival. Music festivals are the easiest because there's no business component to a music festival. You're the business component. Will you spend over $1,000 to come to this music festival? Yikes. This is how to go to music festivals for free using AI. And if you can't go for free, then you don't go. This is how it works. Let's say there's a music festival in Austin, Texas, and it's with a band that you really want to go to, which is Tom Brady, the dog, singing artificial intelligence songs. So you identify the music festival that you want to go to, and then you put a small business purpose to that festival. And so you're able to jump in at an AI. So you're shoving AI into a music festival. What's your current state of AI utilization? You play with it and you are kind of gauging to see, Hot Girl Entrepreneurship Club, gauging to see how other people might be profiting from it. And then you'll share somewhat viral clips of other people using AI. Whereas, what are we talking about? We're talking about how to do one thing that is somewhat useful. So we're going to no longer be AI virgins, and you don't even need to buy a subscription to one of those paid AI services. Initially, I'll be your AI in the same way that you interact with ChatGPT. I will be your ChatGPT window. Why? Because it's hilarious and it gives me a reason to pull this out, which is a starfish. Why starfish? Starfish is hilarious on 10 levels of starfishing. Starfish, funny number one, which is it's a butthole. Funny number two is a starfish just lays there. And three, starfish is funny from an artificial intelligence standpoint because there's a cliche starfish story. It goes like this: a little boy is walking on the beach after a storm and he's throwing starfish back into the ocean. And some old guy goes, "Hey, you're not going to be able to like save all these starfish. Like they're just washed ashore." And the little boy just keeps throwing starfish back into the ocean. And then the old guy goes, "Hey, do you realize what I just said? You're not going to be able to save them." And then the little boy goes, as he keeps throwing starfish, "You know what? It matters to this starfish." Fling. That's the starfish story. You know who told the starfish story? Professional speakers. Do you know who told the starfish story again? President Barack Obama. We can use the starfish story to not save all the starfish in the world. We're going to just save our friend. Earlier, if you're just jumping into the room, I asked you to think of one friend of yours who is kind of dumb. And we're going to take that dumb friend, and that's our starfish, where we're going to save our dumb friend as an experiment using AI. And our dumb friend, I'm picturing one right now who's actually became rich. That dumb friend always wants to go to cool stuff. That's why they're dumb, because they got 11 chefs in their brain and they're having a constant struggle between, should I do something work legitimate, or am I going to go constantly chase my next dopamine fix at a music festival? This is why starfish is hilarious and awesome, because we can use whatever distraction that they wanted to go to as their acceleration. Let's get into some specifics so that way you benefit from the 6 minutes that you popped in on. In fact, I want these next 5 minute 50 seconds to be the most useful time of all the other YouTube videos that you've watched. So you find that music festival that they want to go to that you think, hey, that'd be cool too, but who wants to spend $1,500 to go to that festival? This is what we're going to do. We're going to reverse engineer return on investment for this music festival. Am I accidentally talking to you about celestial mining and management accounting software for mining companies? Yes, but who cares about that technical thing? We just want return on investment. Most of the time when you say the word ROI, you begin to think, oh, I have to make money or risk money to have return. This is not what we're doing. That's not what AI is for. AI is supposed to be magical shit that we're able to do magic with. That's what we're doing now, which is we're going to get to over $1,000 with just text messaging me as your AI prompt. It works like this. You pick a incredibly specific festival. Let's call it Art Basel in Miami. Let's call it South by Southwest in Austin. Let's call it Outside Lands in the San Francisco Bay Area. And so pick one of those concepts and let's attach an external API to that. So you can't gloss over step one, because step one always is brainstorm and connect without consent an external API. That is absolutely step number one. And if you're asking yourself, hey, Larry, what's an external API into outside lands? What's an external application protocol interface into Art Basel? What a great question, because that is absolutely step one. There is no other step one. You can't just be like, oh yeah, tell me steps 1 through 10 and I'll pick 4 of them. Nope. You got to do step one, which is hashtag external API. This is all of the magic inside of this video, and with this video being the most useful video of all the videos that you'll watch, it works like this. Take the top 3 videos that you've watched outside of this video and external API them and ask yourself, how does that work productivity video apply to Art Basel Film Festival, Art Basel the Music Festival, Art Basel the Flim Flam Bougie event that is going to cost you almost $2,000 to go to. So do you see what you're doing? You're taking the top 3 videos that you liked from a productivity creation standpoint, and you're connecting them to a music festival. That is a critical step one that takes no money. And I wish that I could sell this to you in a $3,000 package, but I'm just hesitant to do that. Why? Because you can just paste copy step one, which is the external API, to Austin South by Southwest Music Festival. So you find some business related cause. My example was hashtag CMMASFM, Celestial Mining and Management Accounting Software for Mining. Is this a external API to Bitcoin Miami? Yes, it is, because it was from Bitcoin conference from 2 conferences ago that I literally dug up, because after that was another Bitcoin Miami for Block, because Square renamed themselves to Block, and now, was that work lost? No, it was marinating into Larry Chiang mining and management accounting software for mining companies. Do you see how you add one word and then you make it slay? And so this external API now is return on investment for you going to Orlando for Bitcoin for corporations. Oh, but Larry, I want to go to Las Vegas for Bitcoin annual convention. Perfect. Perfect. You get this stuffed animal that you now have as a protocol, which is find, instead of put a chick in it and make it gay, you put a stuffed animal onto the company and then you make it slay. And so that's AI in a, I've never used AI to do one productive thing. I've only used AI to be somewhat entertained. I've only used AI as hearsay. This isn't hearsay. This is specific say. This isn't second party or third party artificial intelligence. This is incredibly specific AAI, which is maybe Asian American intelligence. Because what we're doing is we are auditing and we are extrapolating what's going to go on in the future. And who did I bring as a special friend for that component? Tom Brady. What if you could jump into a time machine that tells you, hey, these are the 11 things that are going to occur. Will you participate in that future? Let me re-ask that question. What if you knew the future? Guess what? I'm telling you what the future is right now, which is we need to find our most retarded friend, and then we're going to study buddy this video. Meaning, we're not just going to go from video to video. Think of this as book club, but instead of reading a book, we're studying one video. Video club. And are we going to do video club at a nightclub? Sort of. We do book club at a nightclub, but we definitely can do video club in a library or video club over Zoom. And what you're doing is this is the first time that you've done something positive with artificial intelligence. Because what I did this morning was 3 years worth of work because of this protocol. Here's the protocol. Here's the protocol. What happens most of the time when we generate work using artificial intelligence is we barely read the work that was enacted. When we use AI to code, we barely read and peruse the code. And so when we don't speed read what AI produced, then we're not inputting the computational energy into our brain. Let me encapsulate that whole concept so that way you can remix these next 15 seconds. Artificial intelligence is compression of computing power shoved right into our brain with a visual interface and an explosion of evidence that is work. It's true proof of work. And so with that explosion of information, can we read and assimilate? Can we arbitrage it? Can we take the existing work and then propel ourselves forward? The critical component to it is to speed read and speed learn what AI is spitting back to us, because what is artificial intelligence? It's really not artificial. It's actually specifically amalgamated. It's an amalgam of the top 13 thought leaders that it's distilling. Third, 3 laws of thermodynamic, pun intended. It's a distillation, amalgamation that's a summary of practices. What we can do with that is we can then level up our base camp. And so our base camp is slightly higher. And then what happens now when we're artificially high? We're going to need to bring something to dumb our shit down. And that's why I brought this. Look, it's a starfish. It's a baby starfish, and it actually lights up. Look, super cute, right? Why starfish? Because I asked the question with this as the logo of a new company, which is, do you know the difference between your butthole and a hole in the ground? And then look, I even put a business card attached, written in Sharpie. Hot Girl Entrepreneurship Club. Isn't this amazing? I know. Because what you're doing with put a stuffed animal stuffed animal logo on it and then make it slay is you're doing the Duck 9 deeply understood credit knowledge 9 routine, where if it were a Chinese guy rocking a 500 for an IQ telling you about how to manage your FICO score from 0 to 800, you'd be like, oh my God, that sounds really complicated. But if you have a rubber duck that's like, hey, it's just deeply understood venture capital knowledge, Duck 9, get it? Now you're like, wow, I love rubber ducks. So what was the letter again? Was it capital? Cool. And so it turns out you don't need any money to make money. So is this AI video come all the way full circle with what it truly means to have Asian intelligence? Because I'm about to hand you another knowledge nugget. It is this: Chinese people are not naturally good at math, okay? It's just not. It's. But why do we ace math class every time? Because the fourth time I'm taking math class, that's the first time you're taking it. And so artificial intelligence is really just Asian intelligence, where you now realize that I am taking Art Basel in Miami for the seventh time, while you have only experienced it over Instagram. This is my eighth time going to South by Music Festival for free, by the way. And this is the first time that you've heard of South by Music Festival, even though you've kind of seen it in the background of, oh my God, that looks really cool to go experience. And so that's our level of artificial intelligence. How do you benefit from that? You benefit from it by having AI simulate what to pay attention to, how to expect results, and then also showcasing how things might turn out. And so when you have those advantages, then you'll be more apt to arbitrage the information that you're getting from the future. And where is this future coming from? This is the future that you create. This is the future that you get to engineer. Why? Because you're the one who's now advanced in AI. And do you see how that's why I have this little guy? Because this guy reminds me to remind you that once you're super far ahead, you also need to slow down and make stuff funny, because people get lost in a hurry. Oh, this video's been amazing. What an amazing video. What questions do you guys have? If you're watching this as a delay, text me questions. And remember, when you are doing AI, artificial intelligence, you don't have to do it in the screen. You can use it as a direct message to Larry Chiang, and then I'll run your AI with you. Because the whole exercise, in summary, if you're just joining, is you want to picture or think of one friend of yours that's retarded. And then you want to edit your retarded friend into doing something amazing using Asian intelligence, me and AI. And so when your friend becomes better, because who cares? I mean, it's just play, right? We're just joking around. But when these jokes become serious, and then you're like, oh my God, that starfish. You're like, that starfish and that dog, that actually worked. That starfish and that dog, it actually worked. What are we working on? Having AI be the first thing that we've benefited from, even though we've culturally seen it 100 times. Now we're asking ourselves, how did we get better? How did we get better? How did we get better? It's been great spending time with you guys. Oh, Brady, that was such a good video. You're such a good dog. You're such a good dog, buddy. Hot Girl Entrepreneurship Club. This is what we're doing. Is getting better video to video. We're not just going to be We're not just going to be casually watching stuff. I want, seriously, this video to be the most useful video that you've seen in 2025 because look at all the other videos. You've casually watched them and you've made no money doing it. And some videos are like, oh my God, that was amazing. I'm going to share that. This is a video that you share with your most backwards friend who's also hot, where you're like, there's no way she could get this. And then that's the friend that you make better. And then when we make that friend better, you'll be making yourself better. Because is that page 149 of cheerleading? Yeah, it is. Where cheerleading should get us into the presidency. True story. What? 4 of the presidents have been cheerleaders. And so, since we're in Hot Girl Entrepreneurship Club, why not take AI to be AAI, Asian American Intelligence? In fact, you can invite your retarded friend and your Asian American friend, and then together we will go to some cool music festival for free. And when we do that, like, you're going to be amazed. Why? Because return on investment does not mean what other people do with it, which is, oh, I'm going to risk money to make money. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. In fact, we should all plan to go to Las Vegas Memorial Day weekend. We'll do that later. We'll do that after we do one cool thing. Does that sound like a good deal? Heck yeah, it does. You're welcome. You're welcome for that deal because that deal, like, that's an amazing deal for you. Using artificial intelligence to be your first more than single digit $100 arbitrage. So you're getting off of zero by winning. AI, manual AI, and the component of remixing one video where we get better. We get better where we get better. Video to video. This is your anchor video. This is your flagship video. So your homework assignment is rewatch this video, find one friend, and that's who's retarded, and find one friend that's Asian. So us 3 together are going to combine and then to do artificial intelligence video number 1. Another homework assignment is to PQRST one video. One video where we say, hey, this is the summary of the video in 15 seconds. So we remix a YouTube video, we green screen it, and we publish it, and then direct message me, and I'll put that video that you remixed into a playlist. See, do you see how like we're engineering momentum from nothing? We're literally taking videos and doing a video club, which is what AI is doing to us by taking our best content and then remixing it and then doing an amalgam. So we're just feeding the beast. In AI also could be the algorithm intelligence. And do you see how we need to participate in the algorithm versus completely sitting on the sidelines complaining about the patriarchy? This is not patriarchy. This is Larry as your daddy. It was great spending time with you guys.